have friends where it's like they like board games. If you get them to actually play it, they have tons of fun. But when you suggest let's play a board game, they say I don't want to, because they're even if they've done it before and they've learned their lesson, that it is fun every time you actually do it, right? Just when they think about doing it, they don't expect it to be fun. You need to find a place with a lot of tables based on how many people are going to show up.
Yep.
Right? It always sucks when you have tiny tables. A lot of bars and things is actually weird. We'll have tables with like holes or slots. Something will fall in there and never come back. Watch out for that.
Yep.
Plug it up with tape or something.
If possible, it's like convention space is usually the best kind of space, like a local hotel if you can get it.
You would be surprised where you can find space with tables. Libraries, hotel ballroom.
Malls. A lot of times malls have community rooms.
Community room you can get, actual community center, church basement, someone who happens to have a big house with a basement, and you can rent some tables if you have to. These things exist.
The bar events usually aren't so good also just because they're loud and people start drinking, which you want to drink a little bit while you're playing, but you don't want to drink too much, then you're going to lose.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point of, a lot of people they drink in game, but it's like they're more interested in the drinking and it's like the game is ruined. It's like, what's the point? You were just trying to distract yourself while you were...
But you've got to have no major distractions. Like if you turn on a TV in the corner playing like internet videos or something, that's going to kill all the games, immediately.
Games have to be the focus or else it's not really a game night, Rock Band and Puerto Rico don't mix, one at a time. You can do one and then the other. Okay, we're tired of playing board games that took 5 hours, now you can play the Rock Band, nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, no good.
And you need at least one person who knows the games that you're going to get these people to play and, teach everyone, take them through the spiel. I mean, everyone who plays these games, like the games you own and you like, you know how to teach someone how to play. You've got the science of I teach them this, then this, then this, then this, and then we play.
Don't play any game unless at least one person is going to teach the rules. If you have to read the rule book at the game night, it might be the greatest game, you might have a lot of fun, but it's going to take so long to figure it out. Figure it out ahead of time. If you're at a convention, your time is precious. You're at a game night, your time is precious. You only have so long. Don't waste it reading rules, it takes forever.
If you're trying to introduce some friends to these modern board games, it's important you think about the fact that you are facilitating an experience. Whenever I'm playing with new people, I see myself as more of a facilitator than a player. I'm not trying to beat them. I'm trying to ensure they have a good gaming experience so then they're interested in more. And so I find you can engage people with either games that are very easy to explain or games that incite their passion. So you find a topical game, a game on whatever hobby they have, other things they're interested in. If they like golf, you find a golf game, whatever it is, to demonstrate to them about games that are more complex and have more interesting decisions. And then you can start to introduce things that are not related to their hobby. But you can say, well, you liked the Hanging Gardens because it had this tile-laying element. Well, let's look at Carcassonne because it also has a tile-laying element. And then you take them from that and say, well, this also had this area control element. Let's look at a game that has that thing. So I like to draw connections from previous experiences so they feel grounded in something.
I mean, all those gamers, we do this stuff, we don't even think about it, but if you're going to host a game night, think about all the things you do that you do unconsciously. Like the fact that when you play your turn, no matter what the game is, explicitly, and you say what you're doing, like, I use the 4 gold to buy this, and then I attack for 8 damage.
Mm-hmm. Another thing that we do sometimes, we haven't done it as much as we would like, is if you have someone who's really good, like let's say I'm playing Puerto Rico with 3 noobs, I'm gonna win, it's gonna happen, there's not really a point in it. So what do I do to make this a good experience, right? Because it's not gonna be fun for them if I just go, look at all of my captain points, and the game is over, you didn't do anything, right? What I do is I say, look, I'm taking the captain. Why am I taking the captain? Because look, I have a whole ton of barrels from that craftsman last turn, and you don't have any, and you might be able to ship something, but you're gonna have to ship coffee, and that coffee is gonna get thrown in the ocean because you have too much. And this is why I'm taking the captain. Do you see why?
Yep, there's
yes, okay, I'm taking and I still win, but they know why I'm doing each thing I'm doing, so that hopefully the next time they will be like, oh, I get it.
There's 2 degrees of that, just playing open. Like if you're teaching someone a game, the first run through, maybe the skilled players play openly, like they show their hand the whole time, and you can see and everyone agree, this is the learning game. Like we're just learning how to play. play. But then you play semi-openly, where you just say everything you're thinking, the strategy, like, I'm going to play this because I'm thinking that, this player is going to forget about that. You're not going to forget, are you? And then that sort of thing.
Another thing is that I try to give people advice on their turns, like, you should do this because of blah, 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 right? But sometimes it comes off right. They're like, oh, okay, awesome. And sometimes it comes off where people just, no matter what you tell them to do, they don't want to do what someone else told them to do. They want to do what they came up with, right? That's understandable, but sometimes they take it like, offensively, like, you making fun of me, I can figure it out, so you have to be careful with giving people the advice,
And I guess the hardest part to manage is the trash talk, because gamers love trash talk. It's like a huge part of gaming culture, and I think it's an important part of gaming culture, but a lot of new players, they take it personally, and they don't understand that it's all in good fun. And I don't have any good advice for balancing that, but you really have to gauge, like, who can I trash talk to or not, and it's more difficult than you'd think. Like, for example, you might think, all right, I just won't trash talk the new players. But then the new players wonder, like, you made fun of him when he made a mistake. Why are you just, like, letting me be? Do you really not respect me that much?
Yeah. And the thing is, if you have people that you can trash talk with and they're not taking it personally, those are people that you're going to be close with. That, like, solidifies friendships. It's high quality. So you want that to happen. You don't just want to, be all nice and happy the whole time and super friendly. Like, when this trash talk is appropriate, you gotta bring it out. You gotta be like, oh, you lost all your money. Oh, what's that?
And you definitely want to, make sure that the newbies, like, get into the game and have a chance to win and everything, but never throw the game to people. Like, never, like, let them win, because it feels very patronizing. And as gamers, of course, luckily, none of us would actually ever let anyone win. I think Eurogamers would be terrible hustlers in, like, Vegas, because if I even try to hustle, like, all right, I'm going to lose this game. No, I'm not. I'm going to win. Damn it.
Yeah, I can't lose on purpose. I can only be beaten. Not that that's hard.